612 Mike Oscar, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Good morning, Calm Cockpit listeners. I'm John Niehaus, one of your hosts, professional flight instructor and corporate pilot. I am running solo today. My co-host, Geeta Brown, yoga and meditation instructor, as well as aspiring private pilot, soon to be private pilot. I'm squinting in the sun here because I am working as I have made it south of the border. And I come to you this morning because I am here in the sun, drinking a nice cup of coffee. And while I'm not trying to rub it in, because back home it is 15 degrees and snowy and icy and cold, I just thought that I would share a little bit of insights that I was thinking about for this morning. And one of those is like, gee, I have to be at work. This is the worst thing. Not to rub it in again, but we talk so much on this show about all of the things, the sleepless nights, the stressful days, the hours of training, memorization, studying, all of the things that come with this, the financial aspect of how long it takes to actually make a career that you can afford to buy food and live and all of that stuff. And is it worth it? Well, days like this, for me, remind me that it is all worth it. If you're anything like me, you started to learn to fly, whether it's, for fun or for a career, to go on an adventure, to see new things, to meet new people, to have experiences. And I mean, it doesn't get a much better experience than this. No, is there a risk reward, sort of thing? Is being away from home difficult? Absolutely. It sucks to be away from home, away from family and all of that fun stuff. But, you sit here and you look out and you realize that I don't have to go to work. I get to go to work. When my badge swipes and clicks and the door opens, it's just a great example of me going, I still have another day to have fun and enjoy. And the responsibility of it all, in my opinion, almost makes it better, because if it didn't have some of those things, then you would so easily take it for granted. And I encourage you, the next time you fly, no matter what it is that you're flying, or why, or where, or how, look out that window and realize that you are doing something that less than 1% of all of humanity has ever done. So on those days where it's early, those days where the weather's bad, where it's 14-hour days maybe, you're going away from home, you've got a multi-day trip, look out that window and just remember why you're doing this. And the other tip, came out here for a reason. We've got a afternoon into evening flight. Forgive my squinting, it's bright out here. And my prep for the day, I got a good lunch, had a little bit of a breakfast smoothie, and a nice sort of sandwich with some protein in it. So it's a great way to sort of engage the brain, turn that on. Geeta would be proud. It had avocados in it. I know, that's unlike me. Of course, my nice cup of coffee. But coming out here in what seems like a way to brag and sit out in the sun and be warm, it's actually physiologically something that is kind of important. Just like what we've talked about when you've gone to any kind of sim center where you're sitting there in the dark day after day, there's no windows, there's no nothing. So many times we sit in our hotel rooms and we've got the blinds closed because we're trying to sleep and it's dark. And I don't know about you, but I forget to open them sometimes. So I end up just sort of sitting in a hotel room with the lights on and forgetting that I could actually be getting natural sunlight. Well, coming out here, sitting on this patio and trying to soak it in. It's the reason why I don't have sunglasses on. Trying to soak in some of that sunlight, some of the rays of the sun directly into my eyes in a safe way. I'm not looking directly at that ball of fire, but having that absorption into my eyes, into my skin. It just sort of helps awaken you, engage you, get you ready, make sure that you're fully prepared to do what the day is going to be asking you to do. And when a good portion of the flight is going to be at night, it's even more important that you get out there and you soak that in. So I don't care what you're doing. Maybe you're working in an office today. Maybe you are cleaning your house and you're in the basement for a while. I don't know. But make sure you go out there. Make sure you check out the sun if you can find it. And if you don't, and I know this back from my fatigue research days, which we can talk about another time, find a blue light, not your phone. Please, not your phone. But find there are all kinds of natural blue lights that will help you with things like seasonal affective disorder and things like fatigue and all of that stuff. And I don't remember exactly what the ratio is, but it's like 20 minutes of just sitting in that light, drinking a cup of coffee, reading a book, whatever you want to do. You don't even have to look at the light directly all the time, but just sort of sitting in front of it can do wonders for your mood, for your retention, for your confidence, for your stress level, and, just for your fatigue in general. Just how awake are you in the moment? So think of those options. If you're feeling it, there are things you can do naturally without all the caffeine that'll help you pick up. So I'm going to get myself ready to go for a fun flight back home. And I encourage you to have a great rest of your morning. Enjoy that cup of coffee or tea or juice or whatever it is that you like. Take a breath. Remember, you're listening to this because you're involved in aviation for one reason or another. And just remember, we're really lucky to do what we do, to have the ability to enjoy these things. So grateful. Grateful for you. Obviously, you found us in one way, shape, or form. Find us again. And until next time, fly smarter and stress less.